Hello everyone, this is BLA here, and welcome to the video where we're going to talk about the true potential of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps out the video and pushes it in the algorithm, and it really means a lot to me, truly does, and I can't wait for you guys to watch this video. Be sure to hit that like button and comment down below what you guys think of my ideas down below, or let me know what you guys think down below of your own ideas. So, hope you guys to see you in the comments, and let's go. Now, I know you guys are going to say Riders is not going to be in this game, and it's just an Easter egg, and I'm just coping. I truly believe that we're going to see the Riders come back in this game. But I do also think that they're going to be able to use cars and extreme gears, and possibly, just maybe, shoes for running, just like you do in Sonic R. Now, when we talk about being able to use cars and extreme gears and running shoes, I do think that that kind of defines how we play the game as a whole, because that can lead us to, as for extreme gears, we can, there's like a little ramp on the track, and we can jump on the ramp and then use our trick system like we do in the Sonic Riders games, and trick and land and kind of give ourselves extra air to be able to boost or use different things in the game. Or for cars, we can go through certain obstacles in the course and take certain shortcuts. And for running shoes, we can run faster, or we are slower, but we can use more items or something like that for running shoes. Now, when we talk about being able to use extreme gears and cars and running shoes, I really do think that we should be able to go to a said store, like how in Sonic Riders does, and for like rings, you can purchase certain boards or cars that do different things, and then have the customization of choosing said gear or car, and have them to where each board and car are different and do different abilities. And so I think that will be a great way to have a customization, or you can choose what gets to be on said car or extreme gear, like how it is for Mario Kart and Sonic Free Riders. Say, like, for example, putting fire on the road behind you for people to spin out or slow down, or for extreme gears, you can spin a tornado on the road for certain boards, depending on what board you choose and what you put on it. That defines how you want to play the game, and use what items for your character and car. And I think this is a good way of showing Cross Worlds as being able to use certain abilities like you could in the past, and brand new ones that we've never seen before. Or the car and extreme gears could have more and better stats than other boards and extreme gears do. They can also have a more customization of have it to where you can also customize your character to where if you want to use said item, like you pick Sonic and put his goggles on or a ring on his arm, like how Sonic Adventure 2 does, have him boost or use a grappling hook, or something that then for Tails can choose like a robotic arm for punching items on the road for a shortcut, and such items and customization like that for characters specifically. Choose and be able to put different items on a different character from like past Sonic games. So like for different characters, we can choose different items or put different goggles or different robotic arms or said ring on certain rings or bracelets on their arms, just like how Sonic Adventure does. And I think this could lead to some epic customization to where how you want to play. And I think this would be really good. And while we have this ability to do that, I think we should be able to mix and match those said items, things for said characters. So like for Tails, we can still use a bracelet, or we can use a robotic arm. For Sonic, we can still use a robotic arm and bracelet. Or if you want to, we could also have certain characters only use certain things on, like for bracelets or certain robotic arms for their like specific class. As for example, for Sonic as being speed or Tails being fly, we can use that as for instance. That can be good for good customization. Now let's talk about new items for only on the track, or repricing items too for the track, like an immediate rail to grind on, or having a grapple hook beam that's in Sonic Boom to launch yourself forward, or to attack players or to attach players to something to where they can't move for like 5 seconds or 2. Items for boosting and for using zero gravity, and just in general anything we've never seen before or have before. Or we could use said items for certain cars and certain extreme gear boards. I think this as a whole, for all these customizations, could lead to a epic way of playing your own way of playing the game. And I think this could be really, 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 really good for everyone to just enjoy the game as a whole. Now, when we talk about past VAs being able to be in this game, I think this is a perfect game for them to be able to voice their past characters as they have before, like Jason Griffith being Sonic, being able to have different VAs voice their characters like they have before, because this could have us be able to choose what voice we want our characters to sound like. Like, do we want the Ryan Drummond voice for Sonic, the Jason Griffith's voice for Sonic? Do we want Julia White as for Sonic, even though I know he did classic and not modern, but anyways, or Roger for Sonic, or have Devin Mack for Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Prime. But because I think Sonic Prime will be in this, because look at the logo for Cross Worlds. If you look at the word worlds, it looks like the Sonic Prime logo, and so I think, even though it shows that in the Sonic Prime logo, I think it could also be for that, but also just as a whole, I think it could just be for the past games in general. Coming into the present, we could have all of these options laid out for us, and how being able to let us have our dream racing game as a whole. Now, when we talk about the past being in the present now, we should be able to have past tracks and brand new tracks. Having brand new tracks and having especially past tracks, I think this will be able to let us see new tracks that we haven't seen in like 20 years, and being able to see in today's graphics would be such a improvement on said tracks and how we view the tracks as a whole. And I think that can be an epic way of showing what this game really is. Now, talking about the past tracks, I think we should be able to see the tracks revamped a little bit, not in a drastic way, but a little bit, where we can use different shortcuts and be able to have cars in here and enough room for everyone to go freely wherever they want to a little bit and race. And I think they should allow us to use different abilities a lot more, or use said gear that we have on our characters, or be able to use different abilities on our cars as well, or extreme gears, or being able to go in, or be able to use different shortcuts in the tracks that we've never seen before. Now that we just talked about past tracks, I want to talk about the remixes of past track. The past tracks should have their own remixes, or if you want, they can put in the game where you can have the original OST for said track if you wanted to, or you can have a remix for that track and use that if that's better, if you like the music better for the remix. That will be epic as well. Give us a also bigger roster than we've ever seen before, just like how everyone is here, just like how the meme as it is for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If they do this, this is what everyone will love. All the Sega, if they're gonna bring all Sega franchises into this as well, I think this is a good opportunity to also have everyone be here all at once. And also, if you want, instead of just having the VAs being here, we could have a new model for Jason Griffith Sonic, or the model from a past Sonic game for Jason Griffith or Ryan Drummond. We could have different models for each Sonic, VA of a Sonic. Now, I think you should be able to have appearance-wise, like cosmetic, like have you be able to purchase like different shoes for like Sonic, like have you be able to wear different, like have soap shoes and have, or the Rider's shoes, or the classic Sonic shoes, or the modern Sonic shoes, or have different shoes as a whole, and different goggles and different cosmetics that you can buy with in-game currency for playing the game a lot. And I think that should be a really, really good thing for them to do, because I think that can have you to where you can have your true Sonic character in the game as you've always wanted to in a racing game. Now, let's talk about where you can, in real time, being able to choose in a different track in real time, or the game just lets you go through a different track as a whole without an item or anything. So like, say if you're going through Megalo Station, and then after one lap, or like halfway through one lap, you all of a sudden just randomly teleport through a big ring like a Sonic movie, and you go through this big ring, and then you're able to go through, say, Seaside Hill, and then that's like a whole different track and a whole different universe, because in Sonic All-Stars Racing. So I think that will be such a perfect way of showing this game as a whole on what it can really be. It could be so much fun going through different tracks in different ways, and just going through like different tracks in one go. I think that would be such a cool way of this game being so much different than what any past racing game has ever been or has done before. And this is a good way to keep you on your feet as well, as if you may know the track so well, but then all of a sudden, this is also going to be randomized as well. So say you pick a said track, and say if you like there's a level select, and you pick said track, well, when you go through lap 1, the next track that's in that selection may not be that track. It may be a whole different track as a whole, like the last one or the next after that one. It could be randomized, and I think this is a good way to keep you on your toes and just fully utilize the next-gen graphics, even though I know this is going to be made for the PS4 and Xbox One. But I think if they optimize this game just enough for those games, I think this will be such a really, really perfect game. Now let's talk about multiplayer. I think multiplayer in this game will be huge because we can do couch co-op, or online co-op, and I think playing with friends on this game online would be so much fun. I hope this game will have online status and online records and everything I hope this game has. And just like Sonic Heroes did, I hope they have battle and racing and ring race and all these different challenges in multiplayer. I hope they have. And I also hope that they have bosses in this game, because if there's like a boss rush in this game while also having to race against other people and be the first to defeat the boss and whatnot, that would be fun. And be able to like do the most damage or collect the most rings and such like that, or just travel the most distance around the track without defeating the boss or something like that. I think challenges like that would be really fun. And I think the story mode for this game will be huge, because Ian Flynn, I have a feeling Ian Flynn's gonna be the one that writes the story, because he's been the one that's been writing every single Sonic story so far, ever since Sonic Frontiers. And so I think he would do a really good job, and honestly, I love Ian Flynn as the writer for Sonic game, and I feel like he would do a really good job, because I feel like he's done a really good job on Sonic Frontiers story, and in the other Sonic games that he's done. I really think that he does a really good job, and I really do think all of this will show us the true potential of this game. Now, I've seen a few people to where they have said that they want to see the transformed formula back again, which honestly, I would not mind that, because I actually loved it in Transformed, and it did it really, really well. And it would make the cars have more of a way to like fly and be more unique and stand out other than Extreme Gears. So I think that would be epic. And also, gameplay style, I feel like would be a lot more better for cars to have that as well. And there's one more unique thing that I think that they can have the Extreme Gears do is, remember in that one scene in the beginning of Sonic Riders where Jet went in the air and dove on Sonic? I think that would be such an epic way to like battle against other people that are like just like your opponents, like battling other people that have the cars and Extreme Gears. And I think that would be a cool way to like some fighting in there and some action wise. I think that could be a cool little gimmick that they could add in there. Talking about the transform idea is really good, but what I also want to see come back is the team aspect and use it in the rider style and in the same way of cars. But I want to see them. I want to see this style in this game as well, like as like a team up mode, like a little extra mode for like multiplayer, and that would be so cool, because that means you can team up online or just couch co-op or anywhere, and you can literally just team up and try to beat your opponents. That would be such a cool way, because the Sonic Riders, they actually had a system like that, but it was a little bit funky. I never really played it all that much, but I remember it being a little funky, but they can make it so much better with the team aspect as they did in Team Sonic Race. Now, I want to talk about is the 2D and still images that they use in the couple past games for Sonic Street Riders and in the Sonic Cars games, because they have used so many still images, and I don't like that. I want to have fully animated animations and everything and scenes for this game. And thank you all for watching this video. It really, really, really means a lot to me that if you guys watch the whole video, or just watch this video in general, or just clicked on it for a few seconds. Thank you guys so much for watching, and click on the video as a whole. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I'm so hyped for that Sonic Movie 3 this coming week. It's go time. Let's go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys after the Sonic movie, or in the next video next week, or on streams. If you guys want to see me stream, I'll be streaming next week a lot on Twitch and YouTube, so be there for that, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or video, and take care, and I'll see you guys later, and as always, let's go!